Hello children of class 7, welcome back to our e-learning class. Now in our previous class we have come to know about the benefits of midday meal scheme. We have seen that how midday meal scheme it had helped to increase the enrollment and attendance of poor children in the school. But do you think that it is able to remove all sorts of inequality from the society? No, it's not like that. Do you think there is no difference between the schools which the rich attend and the schools which the poor they attend? Definitely there is inequality, or there are inequalities. Do you think that though our constitution it had said that nobody can be treated unequality on the basis of the race, community, religion, culture, gender, do you think that this matter of inequality or this matter of treating others unequally is totally removed from the society, or it is not existing anymore in the society? No. Still today there are students who are suffering like Om Prakash Balmiki. Still today there are families which are suffering like the Ansaris. Moreover, though the law has stated, that means our constitution it had said that we all are equal irrespective of our caste, gender, religion, community, culture, whatever. But still then, do you think that today also the women they are given total respect, they are treated equally? No. Though the constitution has said that we all are equal, still then in today's society, in today's families also, we can find that women they are suffering a lot. They are not getting their entire freedom. They are not treated equally. So about this only we are going to read in the following paragraphs, that still the inequality or this unequal treatment it is persisting in the society, in our minds. We are not able to just polish our minds in such manner so that we can change the society. We can just treat everybody with dignity. We can just give the proper respect to everybody. While government programs play an important role in increasing equality of opportunity, there is much that still needs to be done. While the midday meal program has helped increase the enrollment and attendance of poor children in school, there continues to be big differences in our country between schools that the rich attend and those that the poor attend, what I have said. Even today, there are several schools in the country in which Dalit children like Om Prakash Balmiki are discriminated against and treated unequally. These children are forced into unequal situations in which their dignity is not respected. This is because people refuse to think of them as equal, even though the law requires it. One of the main reasons for this is that attitudes change very slowly. We can't change our attitude with such sudden manner. It's not a cup of tea. It's not a cup of tea. It is a slow but steady process. Even though persons are aware that discrimination is against the law, they continue to treat people unequally on the basis of their caste, religion, disability, economic status, and because they are women. So what? Law has said that you must treat everybody equally. So what? Law has said, let the law said. I will not follow. It's up to me. I will not allow children like Om Prakash Balmiki to enter in my class or to enter in the public place, or I will just not allow the family like the Ansaris to just come and stay in my house. It's up to me. Law has said, it's not my problem, it's not my matter. I will not follow. It's up to me. My mind doesn't allow. So it is only when people begin to believe that no one is inferior and that every person deserves to be treated with dignity that present attitudes can change. This is the thing, that we can change our mind, we can just treat others equally only if we think that the person who is standing opposite of mine or opposite to me is not an inferior person. If I deserve respect, that person too deserves respect. And in our society, still the women, they are not treated equally. They are still suffering a lot. Establishing equality in a democratic society is a continuous struggle, and one in which individuals as well as various communities in India contribute to, and you will read more about this in this book. So children, in our next class we will proceed with the next part of the chapter. So it's time to say you bye today.